So it's June the 24th, 2024, and setting off for the next bikepacking adventure to do the Cantii Way in Kent, which follows the coast of Kent and goes through Canterbury as well. Got the idea from Keep Smiling Adventures from his channel. If you haven't heard about him, he's done, not hundreds of rides, but lots of rides right throughout the country. So if you're looking for ideas, that's a good place to go. I've chosen this week because the weather's really good. I was going to do it earlier, but just recovering from COVID or something like that, but who knows what it was, but some sort of virus. And yeah, just about feeling good enough fit enough to get the trip done. The trip itself should be about 150 miles. I'm going to start in Ashford in Kent, but you can start anywhere on that loop. Got the route details from the route, downloaded it onto my phone from there on my bike computer, so all set from that point of view. It's a really hot one today though. It says 29 degrees, so I'm sweating a bit already in the car. The aircon's not working too well, unfortunately, so that's no good. But yeah, I'm hoping to do it in 2 or 3 days, but I've allowed myself a little bit longer than that, so hopefully, it's Tuesday today, hopefully by Friday I'll be wrapping things up. The intention is not to go too fast. There are plenty of beaches and nice spots along the way, so I'll probably stop at a few beaches. I'll be stopping to do filming, obviously, this video, so that will slow me down anyway, and the heat will probably slow me down a little bit. The route itself is a lot of country lanes and a little bit of gravel, but I'd classify it as an easy route on the scale of things, one of the more easier, leisurely bikepacking. It's really bike touring, this route, to be honest, as much as bikepacking, but I will be camping out, bikepacking style, so I guess it is bikepacking really. I'm using my gravel bike for this route. You could really use any bike, I guess. Not sure if a road bike would be suitable, but a gravel bike definitely would be more than suitable for this route. And I'm bringing the panniers just to bring a few extra bits along, because it's generally a flat route, a few lumpy bits. I think near Canterbury and Dover, but nothing really to write home about, so I'm not particularly worried about too much hard work on the hills, so that should be fine. Okay, well that's all for me. I'll report in when I get there, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it, so yeah, bring it on. Bye for now. So it's Tuesday the 25th of June. Just started the Cantii Way. Sun's down at the moment, but it's expected to be out in full force, up to about 29 degrees. It's quite it's a circular route. Got the idea from Keep Smiling, I think I already told you in the car. Keep Smiling Adventures. It's a relatively easy route compared with some of the routes I've done, as it's a lot of country lanes, a lot of gravel, and a relatively flat route with just a few big undulations to contend with, but I really wouldn't worry about the hills on this route. It's on the east side of Kent. It's basically a loop. Half of it is on the coast, so it should be a good one. Looks nice so far, and yeah, I'm hoping to reach Canterbury later on today. I've set off later, so I've only just set off at 3-ish today, just past 3 at Ashford, and now I'm going to head towards Canterbury, see how far I get. Well, probably do about 30 miles today. Okay, so I'll report in later. That's all for now. Good morning. It's Wednesday the 26th of June. I'm here in a field. You can see the tent behind me. It's nice and mild. Today's going to be another hot one. It's forecast for 29 degrees later on, so ready for a sweaty one. It was extremely warm yesterday, but good for filming, I guess. I'm just a couple of miles outside of Canterbury. I'm near a garden centre. I'm not sure if it's an actual garden centre or they just grow things here, but that's what it appears to be. And there's a little lake behind me, so I'm not exactly sure where that location is, but not far from Canterbury. Heading off to Herne Bay and Margate today, so there'll be time spent by the coast today, so that'll be interesting to check out later on. I'll show you the bike setup in a short while after I do a quick time-lapse video, as you do. So yeah, I'll report in again soon. Speak to you soon. Bye. So this is my bike setup for today, for this trip, for the Cantii Way. It's a gravel bike, carbon. As you can see, I'm carrying panniers and a front box. This is because it's a relatively easy route, which comprises mainly country lanes and some gravel tracks, a little bit of woods, but more road than anything else. So you can get away with even a road bike, probably, to be honest. I've brought the panniers so I can bring a little bit more stuff because it's relatively flat route, so I'm not struggling with the extra weight too much. There's a few big hills. Over the North Downs there's a hill, and over at Dover there's another hill, but apart from that it's fairly flat, so nothing to worry about in terms of weight. I find with flat routes you can get away with taking more weight. Also, the panniers give me more easy access to my gear, easy for packing, that sort of thing. But if I wasn't on the roads, I would go for the bike packing setup for sure. You might be able to see in the cockpit that I've got a mobile phone connected to a dynamo charger, as well as my bike computer, the Garmin 1040. I find that my charger will keep everything charged throughout the duration of the ride. So my charger is a PowerCell. It's an American brand, and it is actually better than the hub dynamos in my opinion, because you can change them from bike to bike within 5 or 10 minutes, and they actually charge more, give you more power anyway. So yeah, I definitely recommend the PowerCell dynamo charger. So I've got the triangle bag where I've got my tripod and some bike gear, inner tubes, repair kit, that sort of thing. And I'm carrying a drone in the front box, so I am carrying extra equipment to normal, so you could get away with less equipment than this if you weren't carrying camera equipment. But that's how I've chosen to roll on this trip. But yeah, yeah, you can see the water bottles. There are 2 water bottles, but I've got a couple of flasks and things like that, so able to have a cup of tea here and there. So yeah, all good. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you. Bye. Just passing through Whitstable on the way to Herne Bay. First time I've been to this part of Kent, so looking forward to seeing Herne Bay, Margate, places like that. Okay, time for an update. I'm between Herne Bay and Ramsgate, seeing signs for Ramsgate now, so heading that way. As you can probably see, the weather isn't really coming out to play at the moment, so let's hope that the sun comes out, because I did expect it to be sunny all day long. That's one of the reasons I came on this trip, for the weather. But you know, we live in hope. Making decent progress at the moment. Managed to have a shower this morning at a campsite, and also a nice hearty breakfast. A lovely place at Herne Bay, really nice breakfast, so feel all the better for that. So feeling refreshed, belly's full, heading towards Ramsgate. Hopefully the sun will clear and can do some decent filming with the drone along the coast, that sort of thing. At the moment I'm trying out a new selfie stick, which is part of a tripod setup, which is part tripod and part selfie stick, monopod I think they call it as well. I'm not sure I'll be using that mode, but and also I've got a new Insta360 Go 3S camera which I'm using right now, which is an upgraded version so that I can film 4K, so I'm looking forward to the results of that. So I've now got 4K on my phone, on my camera and my drone, so it should all line up, all match up nicely. Okay, that's all from me now. I shall catch up with you again in a short while. Hello, I'm just at Cliff's End at a country park on the outskirts of Ramsgate at the moment. As you can see, the sun's come out, so really pleased about that. Big improvement on the mist from this morning. Just a little bit of advice if you're doing this route. There are actually two variants of this route that you can find. I found one of them on Komoot. But you may find another variant. The variant that I found cuts out Margate, and I did intend to do that, but I didn't turn off in time, so messed that one up. But if you do intend to stick to the coast via Margate, it's not that much further, it's about the same distance, to be honest. That's another alternative. But there is plenty of coast on the route anyway, so it's only if you prefer to do that. But yep, so just made a couple of flasks of tea. That should see me through for the rest of the day. And yeah, the sun's here, so let's enjoy. Speak soon, bye. That's all, thanks.
95p.
I'll pay by card?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want the receipt?
No, that's okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, it's Wednesday the 27th of June and you can see it's a glorious morning. I'm just outside Folkestone at the moment. I'm going to head towards Hythe, the other side of Folkestone, and hug the coast for a little while whilst I follow the Cantii Way. It should be flat now for the next 60 miles, relatively flat, no major hills on the Garmin, so that's something to look forward to, because the heat and the hills combined are sometimes an issue. Although this trip only really had a couple of big hills yesterday at Dover, and yeah, it wasn't anything too horrendous. So if you're looking to do this route, then I recommend it if you don't want anything too hilly. It is a little bit built up in parts, so if you don't mind that, sometimes that's good, sometimes that's not so good. If you want complete isolation and solitude, then this might not be the trip for you. If you like to mix it with the tourists, don't mind about the traffic every now and again, then that's okay. You know, it might be for you. So yeah, I'm going to try and do another 50 to 60 miles today and leave myself just 10-20 miles to do on the last morning, tomorrow morning, so I can get back to the car in Ashford fairly easily, and still have most of the day ahead. So yeah, I'm going to sign off for now, and we'll update you in a little while. Hello.
118, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, it's Thursday evening, about 8 o'clock in the evening. It's been a tough day today. The wind has been quite horrendous, especially going out towards Rye. Really tough, headwind all the way, but got there in the end. And the nice thing was it sort of doubled back towards Ashford, and I had a headwind coming back, so it works both ways, I guess. just had a lovely pub meal and a beer, much needed beer. It was overheating, so it was nice to do that. I'm about 10 miles away from Ashford, which is where the car is, so not very far to go. I could have actually gone to the car, but I decided to camp out anyway because I planned on doing 3 nights, and it would seem a little bit short to cut it that short. So yeah, so my tent's behind me, just there, and the bike you probably see in the background, just outside Appledore. Very small little village, very pleasant, and yeah, it's been a good trip really. So quite hot, I probably look quite burnt at this point, but yeah, in the morning I won't do much filming because I'm quite close to the car, so I'll probably make a dash for the car. Should be there in less than an hour, I would have thought, and be on my way back to Essex. So yeah, it's been a really good trip. I might do a little bit of footage in the morning, but if I don't, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. All the best.